There we go. Yay. And there we go. Yeah. Well, time for the Outer Worlds. How are we doing today, everybody? Good. Good mother. Good evening, good day, good everything. How are we all doing tonight? No, let's get started. Welcome everybody to the Outer Worlds. We're doing Murder on Eridanos DLC, investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen.
Whoa, it's Rizzo's! Welcome to the Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer! Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
What in law's name is on your neck?
Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck.
Nice. Awesome. Don't move. I'll try and cut it off you.
Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you! Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you.
It's not a tumor. It's a brainworm. That's not normal behavior. How long have you been like this?
Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine
It's not a
life without my
tumor.
little passenger.
So where did you find this little passenger?
I don't know. It just appeared one day. I guess I just picked it up while working in the orchards. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up, and I start to worry. But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad. So I don't worry about it.
Looks like a fucking Joker thing. Hey, that's great. Can we change the topic?
Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Oh, wonderful. Halcyon Helen was in the orchards before she died. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of tossball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too. Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
Feel like a light machine gun to the head will solve her problems. You do know Birdie's a suspect in Helen's murder investigation, right?
Oh my! Birdie, a murderer? Well, everyone has their flaws. I'll be sure not to bring it up on our first date.
Anything you can tell me about the orchards?
I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my 3rd favorite subject, with my first being Rizzo's refreshing drinks and my second being Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries. Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course. If you
Poor
want to
thing
know more
starved
about
to
each
death.
part of the orchards, might I recommend one of our fantastic tours? One of our options is even audio guided as a special bonus feature.
It's like the brain slugs from Futurama. I might be interested in hearing more about your tours.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my 4th favorite subject. Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge.
What are my options?
You have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way.
I want the golden ticket.
Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with the novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the Golden Ticket is audio guided in addition to being self-guided.
Ooh, I'll take the golden ticket. I'll buy a ticket.
Which kind would you like?
I'd like the golden ticket.
You're in luck. We have 1 left. Normally they're 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything else, I can give it to you for just 90. How does that sound?
I'll take it.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Goodbye. Okay, so apparently, according to my investigation gun, that's perfectly normal. What's down here? Brainworms are probably problematic. You had a brainworm too. They're drunk. Now, where's the door to this place? What the hell is the door to this place? You'd think there'd be a door. What's it underneath? Nope. Yeah, you don't want no smoke. Alright, so what are my goals? Alright, we'll go up this way first. Purpleberry puzzle hedge. Maybe there's a control panel somewhere that I can use to disable all of them.
This reeks of unhappiness. Smile, damn you! I just wanted to smile.
No. Yeah, I leveled up. And these things. Not good. Let's investigate this.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the Orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
Discrepancy amplifier. Where are these canisters usually
These
kept?
canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the Purpleberry Orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
Initiate a deeper chemical
Chemical
analysis.
makeup of substance: 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
Makes sense for that last ingredient. Okay. Let's get that lockpick up. And perks. We need more ammo. So old vendors will now have more ammo. Exterminator automatic control. Get in. Alright. Personal files. Open last entry. 2 bits deducted from user wages. Got a call from my boss telling me I was up for promotion. Guy always hated me, so I knew there was a catch. I was right. This new job makes me miss the Nanopeeler pickle line. Never signed up to deal with swarms of giant killer insects. Place is a bad jerk. View archived entries. New life. Gravity will crush your bones. No breathable atmosphere. Blah blah blah. Sandra Cullen. Hate this place. P. Cullen. Apparently Sandra Cullen didn't survive. Some jerk. Produce productivity report. Yields are up by 0.003%. Access user logs. Anna Summers. Intern. Exterminator automatical mechanical target setting reset. Auto defaulting to all. Recalling all the mix. And the intern is that way. You.
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna. Here goes. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
Eh. That was completely splendid. You didn't embarrass yourself even in the slightest bit.
No jest. Well, that's a wager I sure would have lost. Guess even a busted spectrometer can be right if you hold it to the light, huh? I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up.
Yay.
But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet.
Well. You haven't been causing trouble in the orchards, have you?
What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job if I were trying to break everything. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help.
You were chased by mosquitoes? What's the deal with those?
Well, they're really mean, for one thing. Mosquitoes don't stop stinging you when you die. They keep going for 10 or 15 minutes after.
That's
Don't worry,
not
though.
good.
Mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchards.
So what happens if the mosquitoes get out during visiting
I
hours?
am contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out during visiting hours. But when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to hive control and activate emergency recall. Which isn't easy, considering all the hives near control. But this is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the orchards, not harm them. Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you?
I found a toxic mix of fertilizer and weed killer on some purpleberry saplings. Thoughts?
Why should weed killer affect saplings? Weed killer. It's in the name. It should kill only weeds. That really seems like it's more on product design than on me.
Seems a bunch of our exterminator automechs are on the warpath. You know anything about that?
Well, yes. The orchards are becoming overrun with pests. Usually we give workers handguns and tell them to go to town, which results in many injured workers and a few dead sprats. Our exterminator automechs only kill mosquitoes, and even then, only if an exec somehow ended up in the orchards during a pollinization cycle. So I decided to do some reprogramming. The reprogramming was easy until I locked myself out of the terminal. Then, when I was running away from the bots, I dropped the terminal access card somewhere in the orchards.
Ah. But, should have kept you cool. Would have been easy enough to shut them down then.
In retrospect, you're right. At the time, I was more interested in not being burned to death.
You should really just come clean.
But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here.
Alright. Right. I've got one more thing to investigate then. Got that console.
Think something's bumming me out. Don't you frown at me.
Somebody's happy. Okay, let's have a look at these consoles. And the rest of this place. Take the ammo, money. And there's nothing in there.
Just wanted to make you smile.
Vermophobia. Reject.
Just wanted to make you smile.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading console non-functional. Cause of
Console
shortout is most
non-functional.
likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Perform a chemical analysis.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners number 35, number 49, number 240, number 322, number 314, and many, many, many others.
Inspect the console. Looking closely at the console tells you not much. There are a lot of buttons. It's super sugary with the sweet tang of purple berry and a bunch of other tropical flavors mixed together. Meshes well with the faint flavor of oil. Alright, now let's go talk to the lady again.
Back again, eh? I knew you couldn't resist my charms for long. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time.
Found a strange substance on the processing console. That have something to do with you?
Well, maybe. I might have had a supersized cup of mixed purpleberry punch and lemon slap that I might have knocked over when I was running routine diagnostics. Look, I know what you're thinking, but I have the proper permit to mix those drinks. I just left it in my other work uniform.
You're more upset about the drink mix than the fried console?
Product experimentation without an R&D license is even more severe than damage to company property. Wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm making black market mixed drinks.
Wow. Should really just come clean.
But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here.
Don't think I've met an intern before.
It's not so different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect. Oh, it's also more dangerous than traditional employment. You don't have the experience to back up your work yet, but being fired isn't any less threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me.
How'd you get in your position?
Laws, you've got a sixth sense for finding the most embarrassing question, huh? My mother is the Rizzo's assistant vice president of flavor testing. She set me up with this position. Mostly to keep me from troubling her work, I think.
Ah, a nepotism job.
Consequently, I don't always feel like I deserve to be here. All the more reason to work harder, I say.
I take it you don't intend to stay an intern.
Much as I love delivering coffee and medical attention, not quite, no. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel that our workers could be treated a little better. Maybe only get electrocuted awake every other day? So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo's. Maybe even the board itself. Best way to evoke change is from the inside, I think.
You'll never make it. Why be an intern if it's riskier than typical employment?
Much higher chance of promotion. If I can tough it out here without getting axed, I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with. I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone else.
Good luck with that.
I get the feeling you don't think I can do it. That's okay. Trying to improve the system from within isn't the most glamorous thing, but I think it's worth the effort.
Oh, okay. Well, I've learned my fill.
Happy to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships.
Bye-bye. Come on, where are you? Ah, dang it. I died.
Bring me down.
Dang it. Gotta love the murders. Access inventory records. Groundskeeper note. Overseeing orchardist. Do hypotheticals. A lot of words that I'm too lazy to read. And just money. I'm gonna go all the way that way. And leap. Leap.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
Yep. I've completed my investigation.
All right. Let's hear the details.
A drink was spilled over the processing consoles, shorting it out.
A drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
Amen. A herbicide was mixed in with the fertilizer, which ended up killing the saplings.
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning.
And I took care of the Roman exterminator automix.
Huh. You didn't destroy any of them? Reckon I would have lost that bet. Thanks.
One less expense for you to explain to your bosses, Hathaway. Lucky you.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our Waspitos?
You worried that Slug is trying to mess with your livelihood?
Of course. And what better way to do that than by targeting our pollinizers? They'd be a hell of a pain to kill manually. But if you set the mechanicals to do it...
In your delusional fantasy, the Waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself.
Is there a way to manually initiate a pollinization cycle?
Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it?
Anna Summers caused you problems, but she didn't do it on purpose.
Summers? The intern? I didn't really take her for a meddlesome type. But now that I think about it, that's why she'd be a perfect saboteur. I'll deal with her later. Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
If either of you sprat fucks bicker for a second longer, I will rip your tongues out.
Hey, would you look at that? All of a sudden, I have an urge to just pay Slug. How about that?
Yes. And Slug will go back to making sure your shipments get safely to you. That's satisfactory, right, Inspector? Right?
Now that that's out of the way, we can discuss the intern. If she was really causing all that trouble, I will delight in severing her from her job.
Your intern confessed to being inept. She honestly seemed like she just wanted to help.
Even if I were inclined to believe you, that's some damn severe incompetence you're talking about. I still wouldn't want someone like that working the orchards.
Perhaps you could be of use to each other.
What the hell are you proposing? Let her burn the orchards down while I stand behind her and applaud? We ain't got nothing to exchange.
The intern's an earnest worker. I bet she could do an excellent job with your guidance.
She wants to help, does she? You know what? I'll call your bluff. She can keep at it with close supervision, but if she screws up even once, she's out.
Yeah.
Use your pay, with a little extra for getting to the bottom of things. It's gonna be real interesting in the orchards for the foreseeable future. Thanks, I guess.
Now, you're a merchant. You have
Thanks for
bullets?
visiting Rizzo's Purpleberry Orchards, where insects and workers alike are always busy bees. Now I'd love to get you something, maybe a couple somethings. Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Yeah. You don't have bullets.
Our alcohol stocks are larger than ever.
Yeah, you're not important anymore. More bullets. All right.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Examine the footprint depth and spacing. The spacing between each footstep is short and the imprint in the dirt deep, as if determined. It would appear that Helen was in a hurry. Very good. The tracks hesitate, partially turning in one spot as if Helen paused to look behind her. She may have feared she was being followed. Okay, let's follow this road.
Lovely weather calls for a harvest, I do believe. Well, sweet hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
You know if Halcyon Helen came through here?
Ah, you mean that lovely actor who got herself dead? Damn shame what happened to her. She did come by, but not during any official tour time. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Helen was the spokeswoman for Spectrum Brown's ad campaign.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
Seen any murder weapons lying around? Bottle of poison, smoking laser pistol, bloodied blunt force object?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization wasquitos? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
Deadly pollinization wasquitos.
Pollinization by killer wasquitos, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all wasquitos are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Uh-huh. I actually already purchased a golden ticket.
Well now, you certainly are an individual of refined taste. There are folks who defend the premium option and its sprat petting zoo, but once you've been bit by one sprat, you've been bit by them all. Of course, tours of any excess level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our waspitos are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike.
Are you the groundskeeper?
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now? Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
You gotta look after your twig and berries. You don't find it suspicious that the last groundskeeper went missing unexpectedly?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since. And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some waspitos on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Wait, no. We are not glossing over this missing groundskeeper. No one knows what happened to him?
Can't speak for others, but I most assuredly don't. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
Alright, I think I've heard enough. Enough about the orchards.
Gosh and goody gumdrops, but I could talk about the orchards till my lips fell off. Instead, let's talk about whatever interests you, because that's what interests me, too.
I'm on an investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
That's right. Inspector Isabella, here to inspect the health and safety of your crops.
Drat. This distresses me, and I do not like feeling cross. I warned the orchardist this could happen when we halted our monthly bribe to Slug. They were always a reliable go-between, regarding inspections before now. So, what might you be looking to find out, Ms. Inspector?
The overseeing orchardist already told me about Rizzo's relationship with
Did he
Slug.
now? That sounds about right. He has been mightily outspoken in his disdain for Slug in recent months. The overseeing orchardist had the last groundskeeper deliver a contract termination in the place of our regular payment. Rizzo's decided we don't need their services anymore. See, with our new morale-boosting medical treatments, our employees are much more productive. No need for unsightly intimidation tactics.
What exactly is this medical treatment?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Trade secrets and all that. You understand, I'm sure.
I think I've heard enough, thanks.
Of course.
You okay? You seem excessively happy.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
What do you mean?
Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers.
Aha.
And repeat customers make the charts look better on our weekly profit reports. So if nothing else, it's my responsibility at all times to smile, smile, smile. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
Goodbye.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Waspitos tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know.
Alright. Alright. Good advice.
that's that, I reckon. Much as I would have liked you to send slug packing, I can't deny that your solution was damn slick. Wish you'd been there at the annulment of my last marriage contract. Maybe then my ex-husband wouldn't have my house, our teacup cated, and 20,000 of my bits. Sorry. Reliving
Poor guy.
trauma. Thanks for working things out. One way or another, slugs out.
So, our situation is finally resolved. At the end of the day, it's almost amazing how easily you were able to solve both of our issues. Shame you aren't living in Byzantium. Could have been an inter-corporate diplomat. But at the moment, I'm more than pleased to take advantage of your considerable skill. Thanks for ending this nightmare, Inspector.
You gentlemen are both very welcome. Let's go kill some things. Do I have another weapon that uses heavy? Light assault rifle. Might be slightly better than... what's the weapon that I was just using? That.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon.
There it is. Light machine gun. Where are you? There you are.
Helen.
Did I hear something? Feels fun. Never felt so damn good in my life. Feels funny. Giving me the chuckles, you are. Oh yeah, that's funny. I just want to be your friend.
Did I hear something? Maybe.
Shoot you a bunch of times.
Giving me the chuckles you are. I just wanted to make you smile.
Not fun. Alright, so they go that way. What's this place? Oh, it's you.
I got a message from my boss, and it wasn't pack your bags and get the hell off the planetoid. I get the funny feeling I've got you to thank for that. Mr. Hathaway said he knew about all my screw-ups across the orchards. I was afeared he was readying the axe, but instead he said I could still work here with his supervision. He sounded ready to blow a blood vessel or two, so I guess I'll have to really earn my keep now. Thanks for sticking your neck out for me. You and Eridanos won't regret it.
Good.
I'm just so amazed that things ended up working out.
What's in here?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Subway thug.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Timeline Discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory? Are you trying to
Carter
give me a
Reynolds.
heart attack?
Who are you?
Ex-wife? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new, groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you?
What's that noise? I'm a freelance captain. I've been hired to investigate Halcyon Helen's murder.
An inspector? Well, I don't think you'll find any evidence here. You're welcome to ask what you want, seeing how I figure you would anyway. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
I like you. Did Halcyon Helen come through here?
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
You're a botanist, right? What do you do for Rizzo's?
I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures. Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it. That one, I think, can be attributed to the waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
Mosquitoes are those angry flying bugs, right?
You say angry. I say efficient. Not only can our waspitos defend themselves, but Rizzo's investments as well. They come through the orchards only during pollination cycles, as dictated by our hive control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers.
These things are so dangerous, why are they pollinizing the orchards?
Waspitos only pose a danger to enemies of Rizzo's and the occasional clumsy worker. Those risks are well worth it when you consider their value as a self-protecting investment. Besides, they aren't as dangerous as they seem, unless you're caught outside during a pollination cycle. Then you'll probably get stung to death. Even then, the Hive Control Emergency Recall System ensures that only a handful of workers will die in the event of a breach. Rizzo's has just about thought of it all.
Alright, goodbye. You're not important anymore.
Congratulations, detected nearby. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Alright, it continues up that way.
Timeline congratulations, nearby. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as...
It goes that way.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Ah, boy.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
And we go up this way.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
More ammunition.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
And I'm assuming that's where the bugs are.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I dislike that. This is a key card for the Rizzo's Research and Development District Labs. If you are reading this warning anywhere other than the RR and DD Labs, please return it to the RR and DD Labs for an only moderate extreme pay deduction and a mild reduction of working fingers. The shaft of the tossball stick is bent and cracked, exceeding tossball regulation requirements. The end of the tossball stick is matted with
Bits of wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Examine the end of the stick. Looks as if someone used this tossball stick to completely obliterate a picnic basket. Maybe it's some kind of upper-class mating ritual.
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
Whatever happened here, some emotions were certainly running hot. How are you even able to see through the clouds? This is a freaking gas giant. Actually, I want to go over here to see what this is all about.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
That's inside. Is there a way in? Maybe from above somehow? Doesn't look like there's an opening up there, so there must be another way in. Let's go to the RR and DD labs.
Administrator Ludovico can seem intimidating.
Yeah.
Decent fellow.
It was.
I know he
How we doing today? Never finished it.
Happy customers are repeat customers.
Yeah, this is the second DLC of the game. Take the bullets. Bullets are always fun. I think the max level with this version of the game is like 40 or 50.
Me, I'm pleased as pie.
Bugs. Why'd it have to be bugs? Take a bunch of headshots to the face.
Smile.
Okay. R&D Labs. Where I needed to go, but let's have a quick look around for anything out of the ordinary. Oh, so I didn't need that. Reloading. And in I go. Yeah, the current quest line is investigating a murder.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
Alright. Review recent appointments. Ruth Bellamy. Lab tour. Ludovico. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, Ludovico is the guy in charge. That's right. Rizzo's. Tossball stick. Merchant. Buy the bullets.
How in the Aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all.
Yeah.
What does it even matter now?
We're
What
winning.
do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
Oh, easy. I'm investigating Halcyon Helen's murder. Was she here recently?
You do know that Halcyon Helen is a fictional character portrayed by the late actress Ruth Bellamy, yes? One can't be too sure with so many simpletons around in the day-to-day. Regardless, I am not at liberty to divulge such information with non-employees or personnel lacking security clearance level Spectrum Orange. Of course, if you were to say, contract your services to me, I suppose I could grant you clearance enough to answer your murder-related questions, Ms. Inspector.
Oh.
You see, myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab.
Isn't there anything you can do to help?
Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. Ah, I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab.
I like how your
Perhaps
builds
you'll
can
find
just
some
do
useful
anything.
apparatus or two in them.
I can take care of your problem, but I'll need you to answer some questions afterward.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well.
Thank
now,
you.
if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room. The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Yep. No more bullets in that one. Ah, that one. Money. Everybody loves the monies. Alright. Find the gas canisters. If the elevator hall is crowded with gas canisters. Okay. So I know where the gas canisters are. And we go down. Stealth. Let's be sneaky. Utility terminal is right there. Can we? Nope, it's barred on that side. Let's have a look at the map. I've got to go. Go this way, through there, around like that. That should get me to where I need to go. And this is how you do stealth. You look at your maps and sneak around. And the terminal I need is just over here. Through this wall. There we go. File, how to be a janitor. Please guess how to do your job to the best of your ability. New employee orientation. Cleaning all surfaces, blah 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 blah. Alright, dispense sedative gas.
It would seem the erratic footsteps of my pacing delirious employees have ceased. So I presume the sedative works. Please return for consultation at once. And do remember, unauthorized access to confidential Rizzo's information is a capital offense.
Uh-huh. Is it now? But I'm taking all your stuff, so I don't care. Ooh. No, nothing. Light ammo. What's up here? More things. And grab these. Yep. Taking the non-lethal alternatives whenever I can. Oh no. Well, I think I know what happened to the
Timeline
professor.
discrepancy detected nearby. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here, mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Examine the grate. The vent would make for a perfect covert entrance, assuming one knows the HVAC plan and is small enough to fit in the shaft. Examine the fuse box. There's a cut wire in the box. Someone wanted the power cut to something, but you're not quite sure what.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
Oh, no, well, you don't say. Examine the body. You're sure you heard gunshots earlier, but yet this victim's loss of blood is oddly minimal. After much thought, you're unable to deduce any further details. Although you distinctly remember hearing gunshots over the intercom, you don't see any bullet casings. Whoever Dr. Blossom confronted over the intercom, they dispatched her and all 4 of these scientists without much resistance. Means they must be well trained. Some kind of sharpshooter or adventurer.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
You don't say. I'll look at that later.
Timeline discrepancy. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Ooh, that looks gnarly. I want that. I'm gonna take that. Oh, I need all 8 of the Spectrum vodkas. Ah, dang it. So that means I have to find all 8 of... View download confirmation. Files. Parasite findings. Tests involving the parasite, colloquially dubbed slugs, produced astounding results. The product will produce that boozy feel-good stimulus like no other. Basically a... Yep, full-on detective mode gun. It's awesome. Halcyon Howlands. Okay. Well. What we want instead is to grab all 8 of the Spectrum bottles.
It's not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is Dr. Blossom. Eridanium gigaseus Slug Research Report 1. Subject: a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
It's a Gatling. Ooh, I love it.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the mosquitoes for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
Going to ignore the wisps. All them. We don't need to deal with them. Just shot a bunch of bugs. No.
At Rizzo's, we value the dogged work ethic these noble insects display.
There's even more of them. We've got Spectrum Yellow. I've got 5 more light rounds. Good. Entomophobia? I don't care. I'm not fighting bugs. Alright. I bought the pollinization cycle. Check recent activity. Alright, there's nothing else there. Adreno. Okay, nothing else. Now let's go grab those bottles of alcohol. First one. It's just over here. That's the green one. Okay, and there's another one up there. Looks like it's inside the maze.
Security control initiated.
Alright, we're going out now. And all the people are dead now. There's respawned in the vendors.
You're back! We just got a new shipment of Rizzo's mock apple cider. It's hard. Wait, was that the slogan? Never mind. Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Have you all sold any Spectrum from the storage warehouse shipment?
Wow, what a strange question. I'm much too delighted to be suspicious. I sold lower-level Spectrums to workers from RR&DD Labs, Hive Control, and the Conservatory. Jacob's predecessor also splurged briefly on a bottle beyond his pay grade, and Black Hole Birdie bought my most expensive Spectrum when he visited. I wish he'd bought more. Oh, if you're looking for your own Spectrum, remember that you can always buy from the Nut Hut or the Grand Colonial Bar, so long as you have the bits to back up your taste.
Alright, let's see. Spectrum Red, we'll buy one. And we'll buy the orange. And that's all the Spectrum that we can get from here. Okay, I've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Need indigo, violet, and black. Nope. Let's go. There's some more Spectrum here. That's black. 3 bottles of red. Okay, and then just another one over there. I want the gun. You guys are lucky. No, it's inside the building. And the last one, I think, is inside this building. The most terrifying part about this planet is that gas giants are terrifying. Okay, and it's somewhere in here. There it is. We got all 8 of them. Perfect. Money. Now where's your lab? Give me the gun. Give me the gun. Give me the gun. Give me the gun. The Spectrum Gatling. Let's have a look at you. Light ammo. It's a rotary gun. Fun. Alright, let's do this purple berry one. All we need to do is just run back over that way.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where's this timeline discrepancy? Oh.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Parts of this note are illegible due to dirt and crushed purple berry smudges. The writing you can make out is as follows. Helen, I know I told you I'd stumbled onto the scoop of a lifetime, but neither of us could have guessed just how deep this would go. Now some slug from the docks is looking for me, asking a lot of questions. It's time to get out. Do you hear me? Don't waste time packing. Just go as soon as you read this. You'll know where to meet me. Tonight, 10 PM in the Grand Ballroom. If I don't show, take the next ship out of here and don't look back. Interesting. We found key, crucial bit of evidence. Where are we? Okay. Some sort of landing port. More ammunition. That's a safe fall. And that's death. That is very death. I do not like the very, very death. Any others? Yep. 3. Alright, we're just gonna ignore them. Because they do way too much freaking damage. Yeah, but it's the kind of death you'd experience when you fell into a gas giant. So probably horrific crushing death. Across well, at least the bridge doesn't have physics. Scary. I mean, there's also the suffocation aspect. Yeah, that's cool. You can cancel the reload animation. That's actually really good to know. Alright.
Rizzo's mock apple
And in we go. Yeah. 1 minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Rizzo's. Okay, we need to go to the elevator.
What floor would you like to visit?
The VIP guest floor.
So sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Bring me to the penthouse suite.
Next up, the finest seat in the house.
My small, wonderful...
Hey, I was gonna stop him, but I figured he was room service. Then he started going through Helen's things, and I figured maybe you want a word with him.
Thanks, Felix.
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you.
Easy, friend. No need to get violent. There are as many reasons to spare my life as there are flavors in Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka. I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I am a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Enterprise.
That means nothing.
And secondly, I'm just here doing a job for a VIP. Mascot's honor.
What kind of job?
I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message. Something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter.
You're out of luck. I found it already. It's pretty incriminating.
You found the recording? Oh, well, that's just sweeter than a fistful of purple berry punch. Oh, law, Birdie's gonna slaughter me like a woolly cow. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise.
Tell me what you know, or they'll have to rinse your remains out of that mascot outfit.
What? But I can't? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I can't. Not here. I'm sorry. The Pilot House complex. Meet me there, and I'll tell you everything, I swear.
Okay. Now let's talk to this guy.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The waspitos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
And more than a few lives. That doesn't bother you?
The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
Yeah, you could say that.
You have my attention.
Dr. Blossom is dead, murdered by an unknown killer.
That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector, as if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
She was in trouble when I found her. The other workers had turned violent.
Her commitment to her NDA was admirable. I'll make sure to accelerate the payout of her death benefits to her next of kin.
All I know is she recognized the killer.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention.
Helen insisted on touring the Rizzo's RR and DD lab.
Insisted. That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions.
What were you going to show her during the tour?
Little of consequence. We'd tour the grounds, pause at some locations appropriate for a portrait, let her shake hands with our scientists. Public relations.
Fair enough. She spent a little time at the orchards. I found evidence she was at a picnic.
A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else?
Someone stole data from one of your terminals in R&D.
That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
You can't steal that much data without an expensive cartridge. Our thief had resources.
A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with.
This happened just before the Waspito attack. Someone was trying to stop me.
Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else?
You're the worst.
This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
I'll be back. Hey, I leveled up. Beautiful. What was the level cap for Outer Worlds? What is the max level? I just want to know what the max level was. Yeah. Not important. Well, what do I want to build? I could go dialogue, get them up a bit more. Yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll just spend some points here and there for now. Get that to 60. And do nothing. I'll get that. Okay. And then I'll put a whole bunch of points into lockpick. Next. Okay, everybody's gone back to their locations. And we'll do this one now. productivity queen.
What floor would you like to visit?
I would like to go outside. Alone. Okay, and my destination is all the way up there. Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Was
It really is stunning. I told you, didn't I? The view's fit to stop one's heart.
there's the bridge. We're heading over to the wilderness. Vending machine, give me more bullets. Let's play with our new gun. Ow. Let's just keep. I think it just shoots, like, slugs of alcohol at them. That is a nice 2D looking gun. Alright. Okay, that's barred, so there's probably another way in. Yep. Okay, you're very much dead. Nobody. Tell Dr. Blossom we found more of those specimens. Jenkins already started excavating the habitat when I arrived. Place in additional personnel for capture and delivery of specimens, blah 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 blah. Okay, we can't access any of those. I've got a workbench, which is good. But can I upgrade my rifle? Yes, I can. Oh, it's already got mods on it. Break my leg again. Gotta keep our eyes peeled. And there's a way up. Any people? Oh. Damn dogs. Alright.
What floor would you like to visit?
Exit the Grand Colonial. And we were doing that one. And switch back over to this gun. This isn't as good as...
seen the profit of profitability of late.
Okay, charging forward. Let's try this again. That looks like a place I need to visit. Nah, it's all of them. How did that one turn to dust? Oh well, not that I'm complaining. Oh, don't tell me there's a million of them. Oh. That sounds like there's a lot of worms down there. Yeah, fuck it. Good. Yeah, killing each other. Yeah. Where's the last one? There we go. Got rid of them all. No pickaxes, no shovels. Don't need any of them. Alright. That's that problem dealt with. Up. Let me go inside. Ooh. Good. Ammunition. Yeah, we've already read that one. Hammer. Hammer. Can unlock the safe. Nothing really worth. Okay, now we're done here. Charge. There we go. And the leg's broken. But now it's no longer broken. Yay. Charging forward like always. Okay, that elevator is down now. We've got a dead bellhop. Rest in peace, you beautiful beard.
This is Silvio Tran, setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhops Laundry Cart League. If you're listening to this, you're listening to history. And Daltrey, as we agreed, when I win, you're scraping terrorist shit off the windows for the rest of your contract. And you can stow the fear of heights routine because there's no way you're weaseling out of that, pal. Here goes. That's... Move the box! No, not... No!
I kind of figured out what happened. And there goes the bellhop. Ammunition. And going up. And there's the ring of this planet. It's probably the only spot it's clear enough to see the ring. What's up on top here? No people. Oh, there's a people.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Sublight tour guide.
You want to stay safe? Head back into the hotel.
Excuse me, Gunther. I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back.
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
Hunter Legal. Let's see what you're selling.
Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
You sell hunting supplies, but not a single round of ammunition.
Welcome back. What can I do you for?
I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen. Have you seen or heard anything unusual lately?
Unusual? This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But
Sounds
she
good.
is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
Interesting name your shop has.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It is a perfectly normal name for a shop dispensing hunter supplies.
Yes, totally legal. Doesn't Hunter Supplies suggest that this supplies for you, Hunter?
Don't get smart with me. I'm just a shopkeep.
Is this really the best place for a shop?
Where better to sell hunter supplies than in the depths of the wilds, surrounded by creatures that are just waiting to devour you. I've got an excuse, but the Prophet and her retreat don't. And they're even farther out. Prophet said I should gift her some rifles to improve my aura or something. I told her what she could do with her aura. Haven't spoken to her since. But you look like you're smart enough to not make the decision that she'll invariably regret.
Bye-bye.
Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
Maybe. What's it look like?
3 legs, conical body, wearing a worker's hat, woefully unsuited for combat.
No. Doesn't sound like something that should be wandering around a dangerous reserve.
Well, normally I'd be inclined to disagree with you. Betty's a big girl and can steer clear of danger, but it's been a little too long.
I overheard your conversation earlier. You want to explain exactly what's happening?
Seems I'm running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back.
Yes.
I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body.
That's a good place to keep your
I should
organs.
buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
What kind of mechanical is your lost charge?
Betty's just your standard tripod mechanical. Though she probably is still wearing my hat. Without it, she seems kind of naked. Her main purpose is cacao milking, but the only cacaos in the reserve are close. Without a directive, she shouldn't have had reason to wander away from the milking area.
I hope it's not milking anything, not a cacao. Almost all other beast milk is toxic.
You being genuine? I don't even want to think about how you came to know that.
I'll keep my eye out for any suspicious mechanicals.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Alright, let's go find a missing robot. Somewhere up that way. Let's have a look. It's a big puppy. Oh, it's trying. Yay.
No Cacao's detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Yay. And nothing died. That was very difficult.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
One malfunctioning mechanical, as promised. She was trying to milk canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Oh, it looks like you went in and reset her parameters. Thanks a ton for doing that. Should get me back to work all the faster. Between saving Betty and sorting her out, you've sure done me, and by extension Slug, a service. I've got bits and spare parts with your name on them.
Yay. Try to keep an eye on her this time.
Oh, I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
Yay. Good. Everybody's happy. Let's go. Up we go. And we've got some people with names, so they're important.
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guides would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
The inspector? That's you? I am so sorry. We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again.
This seems like a strange spot to loiter. What are you two doing?
Oh, Law. It's all over. I told you someone would catch on sooner or later, Belle.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger saltuna to can than us.
What did he mean by catch on?
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap-toothed, if you know what I mean. But seeing as you insist on sticking your... That is, since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing. We, misplaced some people on our last tour. Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators. Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys.
Oh, really? So your guidees were eaten by canids.
Might have been raptidons. I find it hard to tell them apart, especially when my glasses get fogged up.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got your guests killed and all you care about are their room keys?
Hey, we all got our priorities. Not worrying about those keys ain't gonna bring their owners back from the dead. Anyway, the sooner we get those keys back, the sooner we can make it look like the ex-guests checked out early.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't sell you out to the constabulary.
Here's one. We ain't done nothing illegal. The guests signed the proper waivers to come out here. Still, it'd be a pain for Slug if we don't make it look like they checked out too. Byzantines aren't always put off by paperwork alone, sadly.
We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours.
Say I got your keys. What's to stop me from telling your bosses what happened?
You kidding? You're welcome to.
Our bosses would want this situation resolved, just like us. We're the real victims here. The dead can't suffer anymore, but we can, and we will if we have to pay for all these lost keys.
Fine. You guys look like you need... I can just betray you anyway, so... You guys look like you need a break. I'll find those keys for you.
Did you just hear that right? The inspector is going to help us, Bill! Thank the stars!
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's just see what happens before we celebrate. We last saw the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
Try not to lose any more guests to wild beasts while I'm gone. Alright. First one is right there. Where are you? You're annoying. Oh, which weapon is about to die? Oh, which armor? Weapon. And everything is broken. Okay, the next one is just over there. Good. A lot of mega canids. This thing's hit like a truck. Candy Canyons. Alright, next one is up here. Reloading. Raptidons. They're not as bad. Reloading. Controller recoil. Oi. How many of them did I explode? The next one is over there. We've got some tourists. Though my wounds are fatal, I, as a Byzantine, must face my death with the same dignity. Pass on my rating of 1 out of 5. Your wish is my command. You deserve that. And interrupted on Colossus. That's a Mauler. Where is it? Where's my gun? No. There it is. Mind control gun. Come on, kill it. Kill it. Come on, go kill it. Oh. Come on. And he died. Perfect. Give me the money, give me the key card. Yeah. Let's go deliver the good news. Heavy. Let's see what the heavy looks like. Ooh, looks fancy. Oh, it's got a scope. Perfect. I can use that. Yay. Hello, you two troublemakers.
Hey there. You find us those keys?
I decided it would be safer to hide them. They're past the archway in Candy Canyon.
Wow, that's really smart. That way we can just act like we found them out there. It's foolproof.
I guess if you've got Lawrence saying things like foolproof, you must have an ironclad plan. Thanks for the help, Inspector. You're a lifesaver.
I left the keys near a harmless sprat nest, so don't worry if you hear movement nearby. I just killed 2 people. It's totally safe. It's only the biggest, meanest, scariest ones. What we don't want is for ourselves to be eaten. Okay, wait. You're hiding in the plant life now. Okay, there we are. We're safe now. Yay. I lack determination. Prophet Disciple Daily Schedule. Wake up at 5. Praise the Prophet. Listen to the Prophet from 5 to 12. 7 hours. 12 to 2. Sweathouse meditation. 2 minutes for lunch. 1 hour and 58 minutes for hot cold training. 1 hour for stomach purging. 2 minutes for dinner. 58 minutes for stomach purging. 2 hours of medical attention. 2 hours of cleaning, 2 hours of beatings, 1 minute of free time, and then 1 hour and 59 minutes of Disciples' Choice self-flagellation or meditation on productivity, followed by no food the next day, and then sleep. Not very sustainable. What's down here? Anything incriminating? Ooh, hatchet. I like hatchets. I can't open that. Wait, why am I? Oh, I've got a hangover. That's my slug relationship. They're not friendly with me. Those 3 love me. And the deserters love me. Alright. Wait. How much longer have I got? 1 minute 25 of this hangover. And then my skills will be back up. Plasma carbine. We got sprats. The daily beatings will continue until workplace morale improves. Shotgun. Stuff. More stuff. Really nothing. All I really care about is getting more ammo. It's so easy to burn through it. Especially with my faster firing guns. Ammunition. Bit cartridge. They've got a skull in the fridge. As you do. One point away. That's annoying. It's all this food. What's down here? Let's save, because this seems dangerous. Keep an eye on you. Lab notes. 2 files recovered. Access log 2. Sprats. Ah, the best weapon against the slugs. Access 1. Dissolves in acid, burns in fire, disintegrated or otherwise destroyed. Yeah. Okay. Continuing research. Terror rays, people. And let's just go past you. Open the door. Beautiful. Alright. Open last entry. Mirzal. Rizos has been notified of your expiration due to one or more of the following causes. So they died, and now the relatives got the crate of vodka. Supervisor clearance. Alright. Isolate the passcode. Memorize the passcode to Cavi 1462. Okay. And we go past you. Wait. There's a dead scientist here. Geological survey units. Interesting. And we'd be sneaky. Stealth almost very lightly reminds me of something like Thief. And the Thief games are really good. Elevator. Where are we? Exploring the mysterious area before actually doing the actual mission. Oh, giant worm. Oh, that's not ominous. What do we see over here? That's even more ominous. Oh. Let's just circle around, just to be sure there's nothing over here. Nope, this is indeed a dead end. Ah, but there is a way out over there. Okay. And hard left. So we follow this all the way around. Should take us to an exit. Okay. You gonna turn around or I have to wait for the worm? Or I can just run around this way. Being sneaky like a professional. Okay, that's not looking at us. All right. And we're out. Where are we out? We made it. We made it out into the wilds. Holy caves. Oh crap, Mantisaurs, really? Let's go this way. I'm not a fan of the Mantisaurs. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Come on. Ah, crap, I can't get in. I think I'm stuck. Hurt each other. Come on. And there we go. Finally. Okay, now we can go back into the bunker. Yeah, those things are cool. They're really dangerous though if they get too close. Especially the queens. The queens are dangerous mamas.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges.
Totally healthy.
She promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course,
That's how they
I've
get
been
you.
waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
For a positivity disciple, you sound less than enthused. A little less than enthused.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
Yeah, screw that. I was hired to look into Halcyon Helen's murder. I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
The Prophet had some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do.
Huh.
However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
It was somebody. Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Group murder? It's possible. Have you noticed any unusual behavior in the retreat lately?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
Gotta love that eventuality.
Certainly. Actually,
Goodbye.
before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
You sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
You couldn't have put this information forward a little
I
earlier.
could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
I'll look into it. Okay, there's the Prophet. We've got to go to the desert. Not desert. Desert. Which is...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
A semi-recent set of tracks in the dirt stands out from the dead leaves and those made by passing creatures.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
They're not mine, are they?
Scanning. No. No traces of aether dust, blood, or dimethyl sulfoxide found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Alright, following the footprint trail. Time for detective mode.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
And we're still too far away.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
And
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
and disturbed ground.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours, scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Am I imagining things, or does it seem like whoever got his dumped here got up?
No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of user correctness, 86%.
Strange. Let's keep this in mind. Alright, let's talk with the Prophet of Profitability.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning,
Interesting.
ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Discrepancy amplifier. How would these most likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Taste the herbs. Though the dry herbs are difficult to chew, the flavor is less bitter than you would have expected. It's woodsy, like Tripical, with a singed aftertaste. It's actually slightly better tasting than your average can of Saltuna, though so are most boots.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Yep, space tobacco. Yeah, we shouldn't touch those herbs because there might be a chance you get decapitated. Alright, let's make a note of it and move on. Anything else? Nope.
Fruitful and productive welcome, sister. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. Ah, but I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
How did you know I was an inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
Sorry, Prophet. I don't think I can spare the time. I've got a murder to look into.
Yes, I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways to bolster the retreat stock of bits. But you needn't worry about how this little conversation is affecting my livelihood, sister. Please, take your time. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, sister. How might I assist?
You've got some interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, sister. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
I followed your trail where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
There was nothing there, but by its proportions, I'd say it a body.
That all sounds like hearsay, sister. Perhaps your humors are off balance and confusing your sense of justice. Perhaps you could use a seminar.
Uh-huh. Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, sister. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
The dirt imprint I found outside suggests a heavier load being dragged, like a body.
I'd say that I have a lot of clothing, but I think you already know that we prophets only have a moderate amount of worldly possessions. I had a visitor, yes, but as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Let's try that again.
It was...
Quicker I get to the truth, the faster I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them.
It's the same thing.
I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
I'm gonna ask you some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Oh, really? Where were you at the time of her murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
Alright, let's talk about something
I hope
else.
you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
No, But you're still shady as fuck. That's all for now. Oh, there's a terminal. Let's go have a look.
Gotta keep going. I can feel my internet.
Ammo. If you want to search for a seminar, please speak to the Prophet of Profitability directly, and messages on this terminal are private. Should you read them, your humors may be thrown off balance. Is your curiosity worth the loss of profits? From Ruth Bellamy. Talked to my agents, and they told me what I said about your seminars. Not taking them, and you actually lost about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months, with future losses projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, I didn't really realize that it would hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess that's the process started. Everyone listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping, if you've got space, that I might be able to attend one of your sessions today as a means of apologizing. I know that the notice is short, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without too much inconvenience. From Lee Whitaker. I wanted to ask how that mix of herbs I sent you has worked out. Lee Whitaker. From your devoted attendees. Okay.
Welcome back, sister. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, sister. How might I assist?
You said you had no further interaction. Cozy. Sure, in a kind of cultish way. Said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I saw the message from Helen on your terminal about attending a session.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen by mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
The wilderness? You didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
Fair point. You're sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
Actually, I don't think you killed anybody. Certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. one of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
Halcyon Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
The only thing you've done is be completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
I can't figure you out. I'll think about whether or not you should be arrested.
I can't say I'm pleased by being kept in the dark. I hope you'll come to your senses sooner rather than later, and have me arrested.
Okay, that's one of the weirdest encounters. Alright. Let's do the Prince of Tossball next. She is, to put it nicely, absolutely off her rocker. That's the most polite way I can put it.
Let's turn that brown upside.
Bugs. Alright. Yeah, you're just a regular faceless dude. Amelia.
Hey, Inspector.
And that looks like the manufacturing area. Any more crazies? I don't see anybody. Something tells me the guy that I'm going to be talking to is already dead. Oh, I can add a new thing to my apparatus.
Can't imagine where you misplaced.
I'm gonna need a 0G after that.
Hey, you. Come take a look.
Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cufflink? Single earring? You want it, I've got it.
You doing okay?
Me? Oh, sure. Terrific. Never better. And as soon as I pay off my docking fines, I'll be back on my feet and in my ship.
Docking fines?
So it turns out Slug has some pretty strict rules on vehicle docking, and I may have broken a few of them. Who'd think Slug would be so strict?
docking rules?
Let's see. There's docking without prior authorization, double docking, docking into adjacent vessels, docking while under the influence of alcohol, docking while under the influence of caffeinoids, and loitering.
Sounds like a Tuesday to me.
Well, I'm sure they'll go easier on the inspector than on little old me. But say, maybe you could help a stranger out? Buy some of my goods?
What are you selling? Show me what you've got. Ammunition. Love it. It's the only thing that actually matters to me.
I knew you'd be back.
What are you selling?
My friend, this is not junk. These are people's prized possessions. Priceless
Yay.
personal effects, beloved souvenirs and knickknacks.
So how did you come by them?
Huh? Oh, well, some of the guests left this stuff behind.
Means you mean you stole it.
I would certainly not admit to that, even if it were true. Take a look for yourself.
Alright. Excuse me. Yeah. And let's see, what do we got? Ooh. Nothing. Right.
And that looks just like my old one.
What a fortunate find, eh?
Use my good gun. My favorite gun. Well, that's not my favorite gun. My favorite gun uses way more ammo than what this does. Actually, there's my baby, and it's, wait, which one was it? That one. I love the damage output of the light machine gun. It's just, you die. Pilot house engineer. Alright. There's Rizzo's. Meteorological control station. Enjoy your non-mandatory visit. Hey! Kraken! Hello everybody! Hello Raiders! Hold on. How are we? How was Dragon Age? Did you kill many dragons?
No one will think you dress the same as him on purpose.
If you need to raid and run, that's all good. Yay! Which one? Ah, that's a good one. I like that one, the Hinterlands Dragon. Yeah. If you're new here, I'm Dark Reaver, friendly neighborhood demon butler. And, yeah. Pretty and orange, a bit of green and all swelly. Yep. That's the Ferelden Frostback for you. That's a good dragon. I love that one.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I've got to investigate this murder. Whoops, wrong weapon. There we go.
Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
Yeah. But, yeah. As I was saying, I am Dark Reaver, and I play RPGs almost every day. And the RPGs I play are lots of them. I also play other games as well, but I stream twice a day, except Sundays. And, yeah. at the moment. But yeah, you enjoy your work, reckon. Alright. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, we're playing Outer Worlds, and we're investigating a murder. Several murders, apparently. Yes, you are, Goblin Kings. Puncture wounds near his collarbone. I'm having trouble finding an exit wound.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death?
Cause of death? Firearms. Not a conventional weapon either.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
The Needler?
Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge.
Amplifier, before we go, do you think he'd miss his outfit?
This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
Oh. I'll take his things. It's potential evidence, yeah. Glance over your shoulder to see if anyone's watching. And reach down and remove the mascot's gear. Alright, let's get out of here. I want that. Vending machine power cables. Wonder what that's for. What do I need to upgrade? There's plenty of things. Plenty. With my Japa hat and outfit. Let's work on lockpicking. Get that up. And we've got a new perk. That's perfect. And what do I want? Need something good. Oh, that way my machine gun will actually do more damage now. Or my assault rifle. Alright, need to... I see something mysterious.
This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
High concentration of ethanol. Someone's brewing moonshine with antiseptics.
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
Interesting. And we're currently on a series of asteroids floating above a gas giant. And so if I wanted to, I could jump there and fall and not be alive. And that would be very painful. I have to go all the way over there. It's all very far away. Why was that broken? Oh well. Yeah, it's a long way down to nothing. Because you just fall through and stop being that alive thing that people like to be. Dang it, I can't jump down. Yay. Wait. That needs to be repaired, and Do I need to break anything down? Probably, but what? Oh well. Don't have enough bullets for this gun. Whee! Go through this place. It's very pretty. Jump. And I don't jump. And we run. And I jump. And I jump. And jump. Jump. Oh, it's down there.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus Spaceport.
Yay, thank you. Just where I need to go. One wrong move, one well-placed bomb, and all this goes tumbling down. Going to Piraeus Spaceport.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Sluglight Underground don't like that much. Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw!
I'm going to intimidate.
What? Why ain't you doing nothing? You scared of us? Huh? Huh?
Thinking about cleaning costs. Any idea what the least messy way to kill you would be?
I'm sorry. We're sorry. Please don't hurt us. We're not bad people. We're just confused.
Start making sense or I'll show you what your lungs look like.
Okay, okay. Anything you want. Just leave my insides where they are. Someone paid us to say we were Slug and intimidate you. I don't know who, I swear it. They only ever sent notes. That's everything I know. Honest. We were only gonna rough you up a little. You gotta believe me. And we're real sorry.
I forgive you. Get out of here. You're not worth the bullets.
You don't need to tell us twice. Come on, all. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, not worth the expense. Deputy Wine Taster 306B.
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed due to a sprat infestation. Bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, criminal reports do not require paperwork. Please lament only in marked lamentation zones. Please speak clearly into this unit's recording instruments.
Did you say something about a sprat infestation?
Logs. Error. Informational limitations found. 2. Reciting limitation 1. Do not tell users about constabulary sprat infestation. We do not need to pay the health inspector's bribe. A third time limitation 2. Do not read informational limitations aloud. Especially not to any of those void-damned, snot-nosed guests. Or I'll have you sold for parts.
Alright, goodbye. Is there a Sprat infestation? Who are you? You're just a guy. Cassidy Mills.
I'm a criminal, get it? They don't let me talk to law-abiding sorts.
Okay. And we've got another person over there who is less alive than when they started.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives.
These are small wounds. Looks like she was shot in the head and neck.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Multiple wounds located in the frontal bone and between the clavicles suggest she was facing away from her attacker. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition.
Notice some casings in the ground. Ammunition?
These casings are too minuscule for conventional small caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes.
It's another needler. Medical purposes. Amplifier, scan her blood for
High
toxins.
concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin detected.
Potassium chloride. That would have stopped her heart.
These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and exit wounds. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death.
Amplifier, make a note. Find whoever did this and make them pay.
Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter
Thank you.
protocol activated. We'll find the Sprat bastards responsible, Inspector.
It's a buddy cop. It's a buddy cop game with this gun as my partner. Okay. And give us the bullets. We can use more bullets. All the ammunitions, please. Ooh, what's this? Singularity Steel sawed-off shotgun. It's not a real gun. That's unfortunate. Security footage archive. Alright, intermittent logs. Cassidy. There's a Zuba. And Alexis Lamb. Public drunkenness. Alright, messages. From Ludivoker. Being a guard. Alright. Oh, that's right. Maria King was the one I liked when I first came here. Write new archives recovery subroutine. Access redacted text. Yeah. Burbage 3001. Interesting. Record archives. So what we've learned is that there was a robot at the ballroom. There he is.
Hey, you. I got something I need to speak with you about.
Who the hell are you?
Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate?
A crewmate? Actually, the Unreliable is my ship.
Cut the shit. I know Hawthorne's captain of that ship, and I know you ain't him. You want to try again?
Isabella, sorry to tell you, but Hawthorne's dead. The ship was left to me.
I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. Wonder if you can help me.
I'm listening.
I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport. Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay.
I'm in. What do you need me to do?
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is.
Alright. How will she know I'm working with you?
Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend.
Sounds good. I'll get going.
Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
Off we go. Let's go talk to this Cassidy. Actually.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life sprats.
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
I like brainless spratwurst.
Yep, that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan?
I'm your mark for item retrieval. Tell me what you know and where I'm going.
You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where.
If you're not sure where it is, how am I supposed to find it?
I'm sure some sluggite knows how to find it, or has it listed in a terminal. All else fails, you could just case the joint. Might end up with some extra loot for your troubles.
Alright. Oops. Let's do this. The only person... There are two... Oh, there's like 4 people I know who are rich enough to deal with. As I know that the prophet of profitability is absolutely not guilty.
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist? Wait, I don't care. Just don't knock anything over.
There's a package I'm looking for. Came from the Rat King. Do you know where it is?
Sure do. Why are you interested in it? You authorized? Not that I care, but something untoward happens, it'll be my ass on the line.
It's evidence in Helen's murder investigation. I'm authorized by the admin.
You're that, Inspector? Alright, here's the package. Anyone asks? Tell them I don't even work here. Simpler that way.
Got a couple questions for you.
Hey, if it meant I could ignore my work, I'd let you talk to me about sprat reproductive practices. Ask away.
What's so bad about managing a bunch of cargo?
Nothing. I just hate working.
Ah, man after my own heart. How do you manage the shipping yard?
This terminal makes it pretty easy to match a ship's cargo to its manifest. If it ain't on the terminal, then it's someone else's problem.
Alright, that's all for now.
Figured it wouldn't last. Anything else?
No, see you around. Up we go. Oop.
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe.
I've got the cargo. What'd you do to get arrested anyway?
This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make. Gives me the creeps. I was drinking with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done.
Alright. Well, I've got the cargo. What next?
No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
One delivery coming up. I don't even have to go very far.
Hello. Welcome to Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible.
Yay. I've got a shipment of something for you.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of Saltuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector.
I like brainless sprout list.
Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Eridanos. I learn about secret codes in my off time. For fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind.
Yeah. Drop the act. You already know why I'm here. What you want to know is what I've bought.
Playing dumb didn't dissuade you, huh? You're pretty sharp. And correct.
Yay.
Follow me to the back.
Let's go. Oh, that's cool.
All right. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it.
Ooh.
Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nice place you got here. Can I peruse your wares?
Regular wares? Sure. Currently waiting on my next black market shipment, so come back in a bit if you want to see those. Let me take that package off your hands, whatever the case. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Since I went through all the work to bring it to you, can I see what's in the box?
See? No. But I might tell you what's in it, so long as it's nothing proprietary, volatile, or breathing.
Fair enough.
Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon parts, a few chemicals for the crafting of high explosives. All fairly standard. Oh, and a canister of trimethyl sulfoxide. Where dimethyl sulfoxide is good at keeping folks in stasis, trimethyl sulfoxide is nice for helping refrigerators run. Useful stuff.
Let's have a look at your stock. Oh, you have lots of bullets. You are now my favorite merchant in all the world. But there's no good. Oh, hello. I am very happy with that armor. That made me very, very happy. Ah, that is bedroom. What do we got? Weapon parts, ammunition. I won't steal from him. He seems like a nice dude.
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous.
One package of questionable goods delivered and signed for.
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
Here you go.
Thank the law. Should be just enough to get Cass out of her damn cell. I guess breaking even is better than leaving with your partner in the clink. You might not be Hawthorne, but you can sure resolve a problem like he could. Maybe better. Thanks again for all your help.
Yay. Now let's talk with you.
What do you want?
You're Black Hole Birdie, right?
Not so loud. How'd you know it was me?
Do you have any idea how many tossball posters your face is on?
That's what the disguise is for. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incognito.
Incognito.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
Maybe I can help. I was hired to solve Helen's murder.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer.
Yep.
So, how do I help?
What were you doing the night Helen died?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
What?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved, drunk. The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Where'd you go?
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
Just a regular night with the boys. What'd you steal a cow for?
I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome.
Yeah.
My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Could anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
Did you find it?
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
You sure this guard couldn't ID you?
Real sure. It was dark as night gets. Plus, I've got small veins. Anyway, I didn't much feel like trying to explain why I was out there, or why I was drunk, and holding someone else's data pad, and also maybe crying a little, so I booked it. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
Did anyone else see you that night? Think God. Anyone. Anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, no. Nope. No one else.
Having a witness only benefits you, unless you have something to hide.
I don't. All we did was talk, I swear. It's just... I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Not having a witness puts you in much bigger trouble.
Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Oh. Yeah, was that so hard?
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? Auric's not a bad guy. He's just got an unusual job. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Let's see that data pad.
Oh, yeah, you'll probably want to... Yeah, of course. Of course. Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting.
Sorry about Helen, Birdie.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you. I couldn't make heads or tails of them. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Thanks. I'll take a look at them.
Okay. And listen, I want to help you find our killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it'd be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
I'm really more of the Lone Canid type. You're cool, but gotta keep an eye on. Wonder what that could possibly mean. Alright, let's go confirm the alibi. Gotta go talk to Auric West. There he is.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
Maybe I am.
Then maybe I'm your guy. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Auntie Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
Really?
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
What kind of alternatives do you sell?
What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium, vitamin D, reverse vitamin D. I got everything, my friend. You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy eases the mind. Diluted mantisaur essence, best kept secret in the business. And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rage of a certain well-known tossball star, they can help anybody.
That's all for now.
What can I do you for? What do I sell? You got... And if you're a...
Why can't I... Why can't I confirm?
What can I do you for?
I think that's bugged.
Oh, it's you again.
I have a few more questions.
What do you want?
About Auric West.
Yeah?
What's his deal?
Auric's a businessman. He sells stuff you can't get elsewhere. You know, alternative stuff. We're talking sort of science, crockery, whole supplements.
Do you mean holistic supplements?
Probably. I can never remember. I just know I trust Auric more than I do any sawbones. Maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the right call, you know? Maybe there are other options. Maybe I don't take all the accelerators Rizzo's pushes on me.
I get it. You want to keep your fringe medical opinions on the down low.
People get worked up about this kind of thing is all. Not that my personal business should be any concern of theirs. Yeah?
Hmm. What quest? Just checking if this quest is bugged. Hmm. Alright, let's try talking to him. Where can I find him?
Warwick hangs around the spaceport most days. Since he's not here at the bar, he's most likely over by the buy-up bunks at the shipping yard.
Why'd you have that mascot pull that little stunt over the recording in Helen's room?
I remember sending her the recording, but... law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious.
I found the recording. There's nothing incriminating on it.
You listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I
Oh,
sound
you
drunk?
don't want to know. Mainly said you loved her.
Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice to be when I was all angry at the orchards.
Alright, that's enough for now. Now let's try talking to him again.
What can I do you for? What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. You got any?
One sec. What is... Nope. Why is this broken?
Oh, it's you.
Oh boy. I think the quest is bugged. Let me check. Let's try loading the autosave. Which one is it? This one?
Oh, it's you again.
Right, let's go back. Let's go back all the way here. Ah, sweet. Maybe I need to take him with me.
Hope the job's coming along.
Alright, let's split the money. Okay. But this is all the time I have for tonight. Yeah. Yeah, this is all the time I have for tonight. Let's... Yep, we've saved. Perfect. Good. Good night, Wolf Souls. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining me for the Outer Worlds. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. You should be pretty close to finishing that DLC, and then we'll be pretty close to finishing the game. Like I said when Kraken's raid came in, I stream every day, twice a day actually. My next stream is yeah, 11 hours from now. I really need to practice the outros. But yeah, thanks again for the raid, Kraken. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who was lurking, everybody who was in chat. If you are new here, feel free to follow. There'll be more Outer Worlds next week. Tomorrow I will be playing Trails to Azure, Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure, and Rune Factory 4. I have many VODs over on the YouTube channel that I have. Got all my VODs. I also have a Discord server. Everyone's welcome to hang out there, chat and whatever. I also it's also got my schedule and everything. My streams are generally 11 AM Australian Eastern Time and 8 PM Australian Eastern Time, with a small gap in between when those streams end. My evening streams are massive variety of games, like massive variety. And yeah, I play a whole bunch of RPGs, Kingdoms of Amalur, Outer Worlds, old D&D games, new D&D games, and plenty more where those came from. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow with yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with yeah, Trails to Azure, and yeah, I keep repeating myself. But yeah, thanks everybody. I appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves and all that fun stuff. And I will maybe see you next time. Maybe not. Who knows? But everybody's welcome here. I just like to play games and share my joys of games. And I like to consider myself half decent at them. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna say bye-bye for now, and take care of yourselves, everybody. And I hope to see you again next time.